Hello, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Tuesday. Um, I want I wanted to come on here today and talk about the topic at hand. Um, make sure to uh, uh, like, comment, and share this video with everyone, and also subscribe to the channel, and make sure you're still subscribed to the channel, and make sure you're notified whenever I do videos like this or go live. And now to the topic at hand. I think it's important for Black women to heal from their trauma before dating outside of of the Black race, because here's the thing. And when you love somebody, you know, you don't want to take the anger out on the non-Black person that you love, and and for and you do not want to end up with the same with a Dusty outside of the Black race. And there are Dusties in every race. And they will try to manipulate you because of, well, the I would say the Dusty will try to use your low self-esteem if if you do not heal from your trauma. And when it really comes down to it, here's the thing. I understand that, you know black men, you know they did Black women wrong. Most I understand that most Black men did Black women wrong, and that is not that is a fact. But here's what I believe. I believe that Black women have been marching for Black men, and, you know supporting Black men for a long time, that now that now, when and again, I know that yeah, I know that black women were taught at a young age to the to go ahead and and you support the black man no matter what. That and and also at the on the other hand, and not only that, but I also know that at the that at the end of the day, when truly comes down to it, I know that black women have been treated wrong, and yet black women always have to support the black man. It's always, black women must march if the black man was killed by a non-black woman who he decided to marry and get with, not watching out for the red flags. And it's always, we have to uplift. It's always black women who have to uplift the black man. it's it's always black women who have to uplift black men. And the thing of it is that the more you do it, is the more that you is the more that because you will support them no matter what, they have a chance to disrespect you. And all that pick Misha stuff, that has to go. Because if you meet a non-black man who is not into all that pick me stuff and and you know he sees a pick me as a low self-esteem woman, he's not going to want that because number one, to that non-black person, if you're still a pick me and you go to another race of man with that mentality, it's only going to prove to him that you have low self-esteem. Now, that may work with manospheric white men, but for the white men, the Latino man, the Asian man, and all that don't listen to the manosphere, that's not going to fly with them. all the pick me and the male worship, that's not going to fly with the non-black men who do, you know, who do want marriage and do not listen to the manosphere. That's not going to fly with them because, again, it shows that you have low self-esteem. If you're worshiping a man, there's going to be non-black men who don't want no parts of it. Now, here's an and here's another thing: the victim blaming when black when another black woman has her life taken. When the black women victim blame another black woman because her life was taken, that too also shows that you have low self-esteem and that you are vying for the attention of black men. So what do? You go ahead and you blame black women, other black women for their for their death, for their deaths and everything. And that is something that I believe black women have to get rid of. The victim blaming has done nothing. I mean, it's done nothing for black women, but cause black women more hurt and more pain. The more black women blame other black women for their deaths, is the more you're only helping out the black man at the end of the day. So yeah, that pick Misha crap, that black male worshiping crap, that has to go. That has to go before you date outside of the black race. You have to get rid of that pick me and black male worshiping trope. You have to get rid of. And don't be guilty and don't fall for the guilt tripping of the Pygmishas, because all they would do in the end, all they would do in the end is when they got you back on the side of being pro-black, is the moment that when something bad happens to you, they will victim blame you. They will say, oh, you chose the wrong man and all this other crap. Black women who are tired of it, you gotta stop falling for this trope about black love. You gotta stop. If if you if you need someone to talk to, you can go to a therapist. You can go to another black woman who has escaped the pro-black matrix. And and another thing, you have to vet the non-black man that you're with. You have to, because you do not want to make the same mistakes that you made when you were dealing with black men. You do not want to make that same mistake. It's important to vet the non-black man. Okay, and number three, um, when you have biracial kids, love your biracial kids as if you as if you will love your kid if he was black, if he was fully black. Now I see channels of black women who have biracial kids and who are in interracial marriages, and they love their child and their husband and so on and so forth. But here's the thing. That and like I said before, that black male worshiping thing, it has to stop, it has to end. And here's the thing. At at the end of the day, it's important that at the end of the day, when you do date out, you have to leave that pro black stuff behind. You have to, because if you don't leave it behind, it's going now. I understand that you were told that being pro black means being pro everybody black, right? But over time, you're starting to see that being pro black means only be pro black man. Now, I'm not telling you to, despise your blackness. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in order for you to escape, uh, to escape the black male worshiping complex, you're going to have to let the pro black, you're going to have to let that pro black thing go. That's all I'm saying. Because back then, yeah, pro black means pro every black person. Okay? I'm not going to deny that. But now, it stands for only being pro black man. That means when a black man abuses you, you cannot tell nobody. You can't call the police on him. That means and it also means when a black man is abusing a woman who is not black, that means you have to protect him at all cost. Similar to how the jurors back during the O.J. Simpson trial protected him only because he was black, and they wanted revenge for what happened to Rodney King. You have to give that up because, and not only that, but if you still have that mindset, the chances of you being dragged back in will be 10 times as likely. 10 times as likely to happen. Hey, genius, how are you doing? But yeah, and also there is a video that I did on a black man. His name is Davon Belair. Davon Blair. Yeah, that's his name. And he killed his pregnant ex-girlfriend named Baruch Devini. Now, I didn't see the Black Manosphere talk about what happened to Miss Devini. Nor did I see the Pick-me's talk about. You want to know why? Because they're so into the pro-black. They're so into the pro-black mindset that they have to believe that they have to not cover stories of when black men do something wrong to not only just black women, but other races of women as well. And it sickens me because what if the family is going through pain and loss right now? And her family is hurting because she is no longer here. We're supposed to ignore that because the perpetrator is black? Yeah, the pro-black mindset really then messed up a whole lot of black women and men. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it did. To not want to do a story about when a black man does something wrong to a black woman or a Latin woman or a Latino woman or an Asian woman or an Indian woman or a Middle Eastern woman. That's I want to cuss today, but I'm not going to, but that's messed up. It really is. And hold on, let me see. Genius McGee says narcissistic people are always worse if you go back. Yep, that is true. That is true. And the thing of it is, you know, now I know there are different types of pro-blacks out there. I know, but it seems like the pro-black man side is speaking up louder than the all black people matter side. I and that's the problem that the pygmies of the black community and all that they do not want to talk about. They don't, because again, their job is to uplift the black man. Oh, let's forget all the abuse that the black woman suffers at the hands of a black man and focus on black men. That is what, and that is what I'm getting from, the pygmies of the black community. They don't care if black women are being abused. They would tell you you have to stay with your man and everything else. And then when the new and then when they see that you have died at the hands of the black man, then they want to, then that's when, oh, we need to find out the whole truth of, we need to find out the man side. We need to find out the man side. But when it's a white man or any man who is not black, all of a sudden is, yep, hey, that's what they do. That's what they do to women. Why not put the same thing when it comes to black men? Oh yeah, because again, that's when the pro black thing comes in. That's when it comes in. See, pro black has turned from. That's why I say that's why I say pro black has turned from being pro pro everybody who is black to only serving the interest of black men. And now look what happened. Now look what's happening. Look what's happening, black women. You have most black men who are tarnishing your name, and you have most black men who are calling other black men simps and all that other stuff. But you have you have you have most black men who will go ahead and call other black men simps for wanting to protect black women. That's what worshiping the black man has done. That because black women have been worshiping them for years, calling them kings, calling them gods, and all that other stuff. I'm gonna get to the black man is king in a minute. And the black man is God in a minute. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. but yeah, but yeah, being pro-black, even though you're a black woman, being pro-black, you know, is not a good idea. Because at the end of the day, there are stories about black women being unalived by their own men within the community. But it seems like it seems like every pro black person, every anti black woman interracially dating channels seems to forget that. And like I said when I covered the story of Sir Dave Robinson, they only do it when a white man. They don't the not the anti divestment channels. They only cover stories of black women being unalived. If it's a white man that does it, or a non-black man that does it. And that right there is a double standard. And again, if they did cover a story about when a black man does something wrong to a black woman, it's always we need to hear his side of the story. And not only that, but when you have black men who are out here covering the story as well, all of a sudden they get called simps. That's why I said, you know, black women need to leave the pro black space. It was never good for you to begin with. And the main thing is, yeah, I'm a humanist. I'm not pro black, I'm pro human, because I see what happened, because I now see what happens when you become, pro black. I seen what happens. And again, I know it's not all black men, but most black men, they seem like they don't have common sense. All they want to do is go ahead and abuse women, talk down on them, and everything else. And that's why I said on Miss Elite's live last night that I have no problem with black women dating outside of the black race. I really don't. And black men have not earned the right as kings. Yeah, that is true. Um, I'm going to get into this right now. This whole this whole oh, the black man is God, the black man is king and everything. I'm going to say this because at the end of the day, it needs to be said. There's only one king, and and that's the man upstairs. Calling a man a king means you're worshiping a false idol. And yes, worshiping a man is worshiping a false idol. It is what it is at the end of the day. And quite frankly, every time I hear a black woman calling a black man a king, it it really it really here's why I say it really makes me believe that black women have low self-esteem, because and not only that, it makes me believe that black male worship is actually real, because number one, the woman who calls a black man king is worshiping a false idol. I think perhaps black women who say that, I think they didn't even look closely, you know, I believe they didn't look closely at the Bible. Because it will tell you in the Bible that no woman should be worshiping any man. And that's what the pro-black movement has become. It put aside those who it put aside those who care about all black people, and it has turned into only but protect the black man. And again, there is a reason why I said I would not marry a black woman who calls black men kings, because it shows me that they they wanna go ahead and easily call black men kings with forgetting what the Bible actually said about worshiping men. And like I said, that's why I do not. That's why I don't want to marry a black woman who calls black men kings or who calls black men God. I really don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it, because now I know that black women calling black men kings, that means they do not worship God. My bad, my bad, you guys. I had to go do something real quick, but yeah. Um, what I was saying is black is black women. I know that the black man hurt you and everything, but at the end of the day, you know, black, black I would say this: black women, you have to heal from your trauma before you date outside of your race. You have to. You have to heal before you date outside of the race. You have black men out here who say they don't have a problem with it, and most the most black men who create these anti-divestment channels, they're the ones who have a problem with. And to me, divestment is black women healing from their trauma. I Here's the thing: I've been listening to black women, you know, talk about divestment, and what I got from there is is black women divesting from the toxic culture, physically and mentally. And I think that black women, they they have to heal. They have to heal from the childhood trauma. They have to. It's the only way you'll be able to move on. And also again, please, and I'm saying this, for real, please, for the sake of your sanity and and for yourself, please heal before you date outside of your race, because you you do not want to deal with the Dusty from another race. You really don't. You did the work to escape the toxic black culture. Do not be tricked by Dusties of another race. That's why I said you have to vet that non-black person that you're with. Don't make the same mistake that the black men who are disrespecting y'all are doing. Because like Miss Elite and like the black women, I'm also seeing non-black women destroying black men. I'm also seeing it. And I do not want to see black women destroyed ever again. And so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video with this. Black women, you have two choices. You can either stay with the toxic black culture, which worships black men all day, every day, or you can start thinking for yourselves, get get therapy, work on yourself, and leave the black male and, and leave the black male worshiping and the toxic black culture behind. Because after hearing black women speak about everything that has been happening to black women within the community for years, I decided I began to think that what is best for black women, it may be indeed it may indeed be divestment. It might as well be, because now again, black women, work on yourselves. because because at the end of the day, your self-esteem could be your low self-esteem, if you still have it, could be used against you, and you will fall into the same trap once again, but this time it will be with a different race. Tr- trust trust me, going to therapy and and also getting rid of the black male worshipping, getting rid of always man and mammying for black men, and also also um man, how do I put this? And also getting away from toxic family members is the only way that you will heal. from your trauma. Not, and again, at the end of day, you at the end of day, you know, black women, black women who are tired and fed up with the black male worshiping and everything else. It's time for uh, to give you my opinion. It may be time to heed the divestors, the divested black women's advice. The divestors who will tell you to heal from your trauma and again leave the toxic black culture behind. And it may be time that you leave other black women who still want to worship the black men behind. And with that, I will end this video right here. Um, I want to thank everyone for coming today. Make sure to like, comment, share this video with any black woman who is willing to listen. Um, and also subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel and make sure you're notified whenever I do a video or you know, but yeah, black women, it's time to leave behind the black culture. Um, well, I would say the toxic black culture, but yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good Tuesday, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.